I don't know why I keep it, but I do. I find that, again, so it was warm. There's one egg.
Who is this lady?
That's not it. Woo! That was a mistake.
This lady shows the mistakes, tells a couple of jokes. I relate with that a lot. I love this, my friends.
You just have to have the courage of your conviction.
That's true.
Particularly if it's sort of a loose
Let's do it.
mass like this. Well, that didn't go very well. See, when I flipped it, I didn't have the courage to do it.
Oh, my friend. Today I'll be reacting to Julia Child's favorite moments from the French chef. My friends, I'm so excited for this one, and the reason is very simple. A lot of you guys have been suggesting this video multiple times. You guys talk about this lady a lot actually, but I have to be honest here. I have no idea who Julia Child was, but I guess I will find out more in a second. Before we go into that, let me ask you for one thing. If you can leave a like, thank you so much. It's the best way to show support. Now, if you can subscribe, well, in that case, forget about it. You make my day. Have that in consideration. Link for the original video in my description. And one more thing, actually. I did a very quick search before going live with this video. And from what I understand, and this is not a lot, by the way, she was American, but cooks things from French cuisine. Is this fair to say, my friends? Okay, let's play it.
Julia Child presents the Chicken Sisters.
The
Miss
chickens.
Broiler, Miss Fryer, Miss Roaster, Miss Caponette, Miss Stewer, and Old Madam Hen. But
Okay.
we're spotlighting Miss Roaster of the Year, measuring in at 14, 15, 14.
Wait, my friends, I was not expecting this. So, is this a character that she's making here, or she was like this, basically? Because I love this start.
Roasting.
I was not sure about reacting to this, I'm going to be honest, because I thought it was just, a regular lady that cooks amazing and maybe was very popular in America that is teaching us about cooking. And there is nothing wrong with that, but seems like there is some personality here.
14, 15, 14. We're roasting Miss Chicken today on the French Chef.
Okay, I like that.
The French Chef is made possible by a grant from the Polaroid Corporation.
Okay.
This is Julia Child. Welcome to the French Chef, and see you next time. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
Well, that's very good. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. Merci.
Like that. You can be very rough, I think.
Oh, that's amazing.
Like that. You can be very rough. I think a lot of people think you have to be delicate in cooking, but you don't. And we're having rosé wine. Use that in your stock pot, so just whack it off. Then you go wham, wham, like that. Bon appetit. And Alsatian Traminer wine, which is a lovely, light, flowery wine that's not too dry and goes perfectly beautifully with vegetables. Whether you start from scratch or from out of the can, when you've added all these little French touches, who's going to know? Bon appetit and bonne bouillabaisse. Now, one thing I think a lot of people are just so scared of any recipe they see that says sugar syrup or caramel, that they no, I won't do anything like that. And that is...
Damn, that's actually me. Okay.
Syrup or caramel, and they no, I won't do anything like that. And that is, I think, this is one of this awful American syndrome of fear of failure. And if you're going to have a sense of fear of failure, you're just never going to learn how to cook, because
That's true.
lots of it is one failure after another, and that's how you finally learn. For instance, you've got to have developed what the French call je m'en foutisme, or I don't care what happens. The sky can fall and omelets can go all over the stove. I'm going to learn. I shall overcome. It's sort of woman's liberation, and I mean everything like that. If you're not going to be ready to fail, you're not going to learn how to cook. That's what that little lecture.
Oh, my friend, this lady is amazing. I mean, how popular was her at one point in America? As you can imagine, I have no idea. I assume very popular because a lot of you guys talk about her. But for me, it's always difficult to know if all Americans knew her at one point or not. You guys feel free to tell me that in the comments. But that speech was really good, actually.
It's all about, but
she seems so funny.
For one thing, nobody knows exactly what you intend, so you can serve them one of your failures, and they maybe think that's what you intended. So in other words,
damn, that's true again.
Learn how to make sugar syrup. And as for wine, we're having a nice dry white Riesling.
She loves wine.
Or you could use a rosé if you like.
A rosé, okay.
Out of 200 French recipes, we've done 4 very nice ones. We've done 2 potato casseroles in main dishes and 2 potato dishes that you can serve with meat. So you only have 196 recipes to go. Courage and bon appétit. This is Julia Child.
Merci beaucoup.
You know, there are over 200 French recipes for potatoes. That seems like an awful lot.
Damn.
Some are very simple, and then other ones are elegant, like this pomme duchesse and the pomme Anna. That just shows what a versatile animal the potato is. Now on this...
What? Sorry.
Anna. That just shows what a versatile animal the potato is. Now on this show, we've done 11 potato recipes up to now. And we have 189 more to do. And
wait, why she's counting? Is this some type of challenger or something?
With either of these, you'd serve a chilled white wine like a Grave. A French dough is made out of butter, and that's what makes it so good.
Ooh, I love butter.
A recipe for when you're planning to diet, because it has to have a lot of butter. The bottom of the
holy, that's a lot of butter.
Bon appetit. Don't use any substitutes, because butter is better. And then I'm going to finish up the sauce. I'm going to put some light cream in.
Oh, great idea.
If you're on
Goes in.
Those hideous diets. And with either of these, put in some more milk if you're on one of those hideous diets. With either of these, all you would need would be a green vegetable or a green salad, some French bread, and a nice chilled rosé wine.
Okay, she loves wine, she loves rosé wine. Actually, Portuguese people makes really good rosé wine.
Bon appétit. Bon appétit.
Merci.
Bon appétit. This would be eaten with a red burgundy wine. What's missing in this picture? The goose.
The goose? Okay.
And here it is, all juicy and brown and ready to eat. We're cooking a goose today on the French chef. I don't know why I keep it, but I do. I find that... Again, so it was warm. There's 1 egg.
Who is this lady?
That's not it. And I lost the handle off that basket. Well, I'll dump it out.
I'm sorry, my friend. I love that she's so casual. I mean, again, my friends, are you guys aware of, do you guys know this lady back in the day, Julia Child? Because a lot of you guys end up suggesting this video. I thought this was a serious video about cooking. It's not. I mean, she cooks good. I feel like, but she makes cooking very fun. I love this lady already. My friends, if you know her, leave me a like, and maybe I should react more to her recipes, you know. Again, leave a like.
Voila.
Oh man, this lady is awesome.
so it was warm. There's one egg. So that's not it.
Trash.
And I lost the handle off that basket. Well, I'll dump it out.
Yeah.
Voila. It's too small. That isn't useful for this kind of recipe at all. And the traditional accompaniment would either be Alsatian wine or beer, which is extremely good with it.
Okay.
Here is the head of lettuce before, and here is the head of lettuce after.
What happened?
Through torturing it.
Okay.
Stick around and see what we do to lettuce and other vegetables today on the French Chef. Bon appetit.
Merci again.
Once upon a time, there were 3 brioches. There was a little tiny baby brioche, and there was the mother brioche, and
Okay.
there was the great big father brioche. And one day they were all ready to go into the oven. Where did
Oh, you know, it's crazy, my friends. On my cooking show, I make similar jokes to this one. It's crazy. I was the other day, I swear to God, I was not aware of her, but I was showing you the mother Portuguese ball, the little balls. Little balls sounds really bad. But basically, there was a bunch of Portuguese balls in. Okay, no, sorry.
doing the story of Goldilocks in the 3 brioches today on the French Chef. And I'm Goldilocks. So the end of this story of Goldilocks in the 3 brioches is that the brioche smelt so good and tasted so good that Goldilocks ate them all up, all by herself, and lived happily forever after. And you could serve...
Okay, well, friends, but why there is this fascinating... I mean, I know French cuisine is one of the best in the world. I'm aware of that. But she just... her goal was to introduce French cuisine in America? Is this her goal? And why is that her goal? Maybe her mother, her father or something was from France? Can someone explain me what is going on here? I'm loving this video. My friends, this is a bit different than what I normally react. Again, if you can leave me a like, thank you so much. And means that I should risk a bit more when it comes to reactions, because I mean, this type of thing, I have no idea, as you can expect.
this with coffee or tea, but we're going to serve it with some champagne.
Champagne?
Very nice. Woo! That was a mistake.
I love this line. You know what? This is perfect, my friends. Nowadays, when you see shows that have people teaching other people to cook, everything is perfect. They are very serious. This lady shows the mistakes, tells a couple of jokes. I relate with her a lot. I love this, my friends.
Bon appetit.
Merci.
Wine with it. I think for a very important cake like this, probably champagne is one of the really...
She loves alcohol. I mean, nothing. I'm not insinuating anything, but that's. I mean, it's always wine, alcohol, and beer.
was the thing to serve with it. Unfortunately, when you get a famous recipe like this, the gourmets get hold of it, and they fancy it up so much and say, do this, do that, or that's not the real thing. And if you want to serve wine, I think something like a California Mountain Red or a Beaujolais go extremely well with it. And we're having a champagne and coffee party today.
Champagne and coffee party? First time someone putting those two together.
In honor of the Queen of Sheba, who turns out to be none other than this dark beauty made of chocolate and almonds and rum and butter. Let's go into the kitchen and we're going to make the best chocolate cake you ever put in your mouth.
Let's go, my friend.
On the French Chef. Bon appetit.
My friends, okay, give me a second. I'm actually crying. Look, I don't know why I find that funny. I mean, of course, I'm assuming this is a character, to be fair. But the way she talks, it cracks me up. Sorry, my friends. Maybe you guys don't find. I don't know if you guys find this funny or not. But at least this is making my day.
You know, the egg can be your best friend if you just
Really?
give it the right break. And I'm not talking just about breakfast eggs, but eggs for brunch, eggs for
My friends, how do you crack eggs? You tell some jokes. They make crack. She's much better than me.
lunch. Round, 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 round. And with it, I would serve a light red Bordeaux wine, such as a Médoc. When you flip anything, you just have to have the courage of your conviction.
That's true.
Particularly if it's sort of a loose
Let's do it.
mass like this. Well, that didn't go very well. See, when I flipped it, I didn't have the courage to do it.
Oh, my friend. Thank you so much for recommending me to react to this live.
Way I should have. But you can always pick it up, and if you're alone in the kitchen, who is going to see? Bon appetit.
Oh.
I'm all ready to make fish in
Is that a shark or something?
monk's clothing. Today, on the French Chef. Now, you know, there's something just terribly exciting about seeing a whole suckling pig, and people are just so thrilled when they see it on the table. And I think it's great fun to make, and especially when you know what the marvelous end result is going to be. And as someone said, I don't know who it was, what an elaborate way to serve an apple. Well, with it, I think an Alsatian wine would go very
Sorry, this video is getting better and better. It's kind of crazy.
nicely indeed. And, no, where was I? Yes.
Well, to be fair with that, my friends, back in the day, they end up not editing a lot. Wait, maybe she ended up cooking live. I'm not even sure. I have no idea. Like I was explaining early, but respect, you know, because this is difficult.
This is probably the French would think this was dreadful because they don't like anything that they never thought of. Bon appetit. With this, you could serve a nice muscadet or a pouilly, or you could serve a rosé de Provence. That would be
Okay.
the wine they would probably serve most in lunch. I can get this off.
Protection.
Bon appetit! This is not an actual rolling pin, it's one that my husband made for me out of an old garage broom handle, and it really works very nicely.
It's perfect.
Riesling, Rosé, Bordeaux, Burgundy.
Sorry, my friends, I'm crying. Oh man, sorry. This is not me getting emotional. It's just. Okay, let's continue.
Tartelette au chester, petite fondue frites, Roquefort,
oui.
Camembert, Brie, and cheddar. We're having a cheese and wine party today on the French Chef. And then stir them around with a purple spoon, and they'll keep their color. You meet them both when we make coq au vin alias chicken fricassee today on the French Chef. Bon appetit. There's a little
Why
bit
I am so red?
left in here that I could have removed but didn't. And with the wine, you don't have to have a fancy wine. You can have,
What the food is looking really good.
this is just a Rhone wine or a Chablis, or again, you could use a good old domestic dry
You know what, my friends? For my next cooking show, I may put some wine, you know, just to make it a tribute or something.
white wine with a certain amount of body to it. I think that a Pinot Blanc would be nice. Look who's come to dinner.
Who?
Bertha Behemoth. She took 45 minutes to cook. Bon appetit. We're doing a French fried free-for-all, and let the chips fall where they may. Today, on the French Chef. Cold butter and
I love this.
molecules together. And for wine, I would suggest a good sweet Bordeaux or a champagne. A Chateau d'Yquem would be very nice with this.
Well, friends, being a bit more serious now. I guess I already asked this, but I'm going to repeat myself. Are you guys aware of this amazing lady? Because I'm loving her at this point. And how important was her for this type of show in America, for this type of cooking show? You know what I mean? Because nowadays there is still a lot of cooking shows on TV, on YouTube, forget about it. But maybe she was like a pioneer. Pioneer, is that the word in English? Someone that started the thing.
I'm not sure that has completely caramelized, but I'm going to unmold it anyway. Because as you're going to see, if everything doesn't happen quite the way you'd like, it doesn't make too much difference because you can fix it. So this goes out
It's true.
onto the platter, and that unmolded very badly. But that was a little loose. But I'll just have to show you that it's not going to make too much difference because it's all going to fix up. That's too bad because it does look.
You know what, my friends? This video is giving me a lot of inspiration. I may should call my cooking show The Portuguese Chef. You know what I mean? I think that's a good idea. Do you guys agree?
Look very nice. And then when it's good and hot, light it. Yee! I think it's mainly because it's fun for the cook to do. I went to 3 different markets to find unsliced sandwich bread, and I couldn't find any. And we have here for our wine tasting, I think we have 6 types of wine. And
Oh my God.
what I have done, because I think that's fun, is to get French wines and then their American counterparts. And this is going to take, you just have to stand here and beat them, thinking sweet thoughts for 4, 5, 6, 7, or maybe even 8 minutes. Bon appetit. You're now ready to add the liquid. Now we have the coq au vin with the red wine, and you've got a good, robust red wine. And about 2 cups go in. Or that's about half a
That wasn't 2 cups.
bottle.
Even a bit more.
Cooks down, and then to give added flavor, you put in a little brown chicken stock or brown beef stock. I don't think I really have half a bottle of wine in there. I don't have to put this soufflé in the oven, but I am going to. And look what tiny, thin slices that you can get with that. That's a little too thin. Here's one. And with it, to show your triumph, you could serve a sparkling Vouvray. I think it's nice to serve a Vouvray rather than all the time champagne. And remember that a soufflé will wait for you. You can get it ready 2 hours ahead, hold it, bake it about 40 minutes before you serve it. The important thing is how to time it so neither one of you collapses. Bon appetit.
No, but soufflé is really difficult to make.
And I used to think it was really immoral to do anything by machine, that everything had to be done by the hands in the old-fashioned way, or it wasn't going to be any good. Now I think it's really silly to be so old-fashioned. I'm for the machine. And with it,
The machines, I mean, I agree. Okay, my friend, this is just for the ones that are watching until the end. Should I react to an entire recipe of her? You know, basically she starts a dish from the beginning to finish. And maybe after that, in a different video, try to make the same thing and follow her instructions. Do you guys think this is a good idea for the cooking show? Because I don't know, I feel like this could be a lot of fun, actually. Of course, I want something easy. The soufflé things, and that's complex, to be fair. But like she says, I need to trust myself. But my friends, this is just for the ones that are watching until the end. And maybe I'm a crazy Portuguese guy watching Julia Child alone in Portugal. If I'm not, leave me the number 8. You thought I would say number 7, number 8, if that's a good idea to make one of her dishes.
lobster, like this, serve a a dry white wine, an Alsatian Riesling or a Pinot Blanc, like that. Just a speck, because you don't want people ever to taste something and say, oh, nutmeg. Bon appetit! And then with this you would serve a
So
red
sweet.
Burgundy wine, or any nice full-bodied wine like a Pinot or something like that. But a red Burgundy would be very nice. And with this, some white Burgundy. And here's a tip. Serve them together at the same meal and you get to drink 2 wines. It looks like lots of little black flies here. Bon appetit! And show what to do if tragedy strikes.
Why am I so red today, my friends? What is going on? Yes, I have to fix this. Oh, okay, I think I'm a bit more white now. Oh man.
Which it sometimes does, of course, but not when you really know what you're doing. Bon appetit! And with either of these, you can serve a beautiful white Burgundy wine, like a Chevalier Montrachet, or
Okay.
one of those best and lovely wines.
Jesus, that's a big foot. I forgot what those wines, champagnes and stuff like that. How do you say champagne in English? That stuff, I assume, is crazy expensive.
That's the way it is, a pig's trotter.
Science. What the hell is she doing?
This is how you make the sauce for tripe à la mode. Bon appetit. Ow! I forgot that was so hot. And then if you can find a nice white Grave wine, that's very nice. Otherwise, a Riesling or a Traminer or a Burgundy. Chopped nut sidewalls, white frosted top, covered with sweet words of love. It's a VIP cake today on the French Chef. Bon
Well, friends, this is great television. I don't care if you guys agree or disagree. This is great television.
appetit. And don't worry if you get a little shell in, because it usually sinks down to the bottom. Bon appetit.
Really?
Bon appetit. Bon appetit. Bon appetit. And then you want to swirl it and you smell it.
Ooh.
Make lovely remarks, which you can find out how to make when you read good books. And then look at its robe and see how it is. And then, if you're going to say that you had just a little bit of wine left in your glass, like that, and you're going to taste another wine, you pour it out into a bucket. I'm not pouring it actually on the floor. So, I'm just going to see if this wine is really any good before the party begins. So I shall say, that's all for today on The French Chef. This is Julia Child. Bon appetit!
Bon appetit! The French Chef. Oh wow. Cheese and wine
Chef has
party.
been made possible by a grant from the Polaroid Corporation.
Wait, is this ending? That's awesome. Sorry, that's awesome.
Julia Child is co-author of Mastering the Art of French Cooking, Volumes 1 and 2.
Wait, there is books? Okay, it's ending, my friends. My friends, I had a great time. I'm not sure about you, but I really had a great time watching this. Feel free to tell me in the comments. I've seems like something that is very old, so I'm always afraid that a lot of you guys don't know what I'm reacting to. But in other end, I'm confident because I also see a lot of people talking about there. So I have mixed feelings, but you guys tell me in the comments. If this video does well, I assume you guys end up enjoying it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye, my friends. Actually, au revoir.